Who leads in crucial technologies?
Photonic quantum processors.
Executive summary.
Source.
The global technology race features a major imbalance.
A German company has
China
a
leads in
quantum
57
processor,
of
but its speed
64
is limited
critical
by electronic
technologies.
memory.
The
This
United
article
States
reflects
leads in only
current Chinese
8 areas.
research on photonic
China
memory.
uses
To
long-term
eliminate
state
the
funding
bottleneck
to
between
dominate
an optical
materials,
processor
energy,
and electronic
and defense.
You need a fast
The United
optical
States
buffer.
relies on private
A
venture
cache that
capital to
stores
maintain
light as
leads in
light,
biotechnology,
avoiding repeated
vaccines,
optical,
and
electrical,
quantum
optical.
computing.
O/E/E/O
This technological division shapes global
conversions.
economic power
This
and
memory would fit
redefines
directly
national
in the
security
photonic
alliances
fabric,
for the next
absorbing
decade.
output photons
Article,
on the fly and releasing
global
them
governments
precisely when the
monitor
processor
crucial
needs them,
technologies to
while
track future
asynchronously
power.
draining to
The
slower
Australian
electronic
Strategic
RAM.
Policy
Here are the
Institute
most
tracks
promising
these
ways to build
technologies.
such an optical memory.
This tracker covers
ranging
about
from
60
simple
to
delay lines
74 critical
to fully
areas.
integrated photonic
These areas
flip-flops
include artificial
and
intelligence,
non-volatile phase change
biotechnology,
cells.
defense,
1.
energy, and
All
advanced
optical delay
materials.
line buffers.
Today,
The
two
photonic
superpowers
conveyor belt.
dominate this landscape. China
Principle.
leads in
Light
the vast
is routed
majority of these
through a
crucial
long
technologies.
or recirculating
The
path,
United States
holding
maintains
data
a
for a
strong
fixed
lead in
or
a few
variable
specific
time.
fields. Other nations like India,
fiber
South
loops.
Korea, and Germany
A pulse
hold
enters
smaller
a loop with
leads.
an optical switch.
Deliberate planning and
circulates until
massive
the switch
funding
releases it.
determine the global
Coherent
winners.
control of the
1.
switch via nonlinearities
Artificial
or
intelligence,
electro-optic
AI.
modulators sets the
Artificial intelligence
Slow
reshapes
light
modern
structures,
society and industry.
photonic crystal
This
waveguides
domain contains
or coupled
several distinct
resonator optical
technologies.
waveguides.
Advanced
Pros.
data analytics.
Reduce
China
the group
leads in
velocity of
advanced
light,
data
compactly
analytics.
storing many
The
bits.
Chinese Academy of Sciences
Switch delay
produces the
lines
most
on chip.
high-impact research.
Cascaded Mach
China
Zehnder
gathers
interferometers
massive
route
amounts of
pulses
domestic data.
through different
This
lengths of
data
silicon
fuels their
waveguide,
machine learning
giving a
algorithms.
discrete set of delays.
AI algorithms
example,
and hardware
0,
accelerators.
1, 2,
China leads
clock
this sector.
cycles.
Chinese researchers publish the most
Ultra-high
highly
bandwidth,
cited papers.
terahertz.
The Chinese
Relatively
government
simple
funds
physics.
massive university
Cons,
labs.
volatile,
These labs
delay
focused
limited,
heavily
tens
on
of
optimization
nanoseconds up to
algorithms,
microseconds on
machine
chip,
learning.
bulky, if
China
fiber-based,
leads in machine learning
no random
research.
access.
The country retains
Data
a
must
massive
be read
pool
out
of
in the
domestic
order it was
talent.
written.
Many
Roll
Chinese students
acts
study
as a
abroad.
streaming
They return
register
home to
file
work in
or
top tech
FIFO
firms.
buffer.
Natural
Absorbing
language
bursts from a
processing
processor until
the United
electronic
States
memory
leads in
catches
natural
up.
language processing.
2.
American companies
Optical
like Google and
flip-flop /
OpenAI
bistable
build
memories.
massive language
Latch
models.
a bit in light.
These companies hold
Here, the
superior
memory cell
computational
holds a
resources.
steady optical
They
state.
attract elite
For example,
researchers
two
from around the
distinct
world.
wavelengths, polarization,
Computer vision
or power
China
levels
leads in
that
computer
represents
vision.
a logical
The
0
state
or
deploys
1.
vast surveillance
A,
networks.
coupled laser
These
flip-flops,
networks provide endless
two
training
microdisc
data for
or
algorithms.
micro-ring lasers
Chinese
are
firms build
cross-coupled.
highly
A set
accurate
pulse
facial
triggers one
recognition
mode.
systems.
A reset pulse
Deep
triggers the
synthesis.
other. The state is read
China
out
leads in
by
deep
the lacing
synthesis
wavelength.
technology. This
Demonstrated
field
with
includes deepfakes
INP-based
and media
micro lasers.
generation.
Switching
Government
speeds greater
grant
than
support
5 gigahertz.
massive research
consuming
teams.
only
These teams
femtojoules
refine digital
per bit.
replication techniques.
B.
2.
Nonlinear cavity
Advanced
flip-flops,
computing and
SOA-based
cybersecurity.
or resonator-based.
Computing power drives
semiconductor
economic and
optical
military
amplifier,
strength.
SOA.
This sector
Inside
protects
a fiber
digital
or
infrastructure.
integrated loop acts as a
Advanced
bistable
integrated
element.
circuit design.
A set pulse
The United
saturates
States
the
leads in chip
SOA,
design.
producing
American
a high
firms
output
like
state.
NVIDIA and
A reset
AMD
pulse depletes
design the
it.
world's most
Similarly,
advanced
a
chips.
nonlinear
These
micro-ring
companies
resonator,
possess
for example,
decades
with
of specialized knowledge.
nonlinearity.
They control
switch
proprietary
between two
software
resonance
tools.
states.
Advanced
These have been
semiconductor
demonstrated with
fabrication.
switching times
Taiwan
less than
and the
100
United
picoseconds.
States lead this field.
C.
Taiwan
Polarization
operates
by
the most
stability.
advanced manufacturing
In a
plants.
VCSEL
The United States
or
provides the
specially
foundational
designed laser,
lithography research.
The polarization of
These
the
two
emitted
nations
light
cooperate
can be toggled
closely.
between two
High-performance
orthogonal states,
computing.
each encoding
The
a
United
bit.
States leads in
Switching times
supercomputing.
approximately
American
50
national
picoseconds
laboratories
have been
host the
reported.
fastest
Pros.
supercomputers.
True optical
These
static
machines
RAM,
solve complex
RAM,
physics and
with
climate
indefinite
problems.
hold time
U.S.
as long as
agencies
bias is
invest
applied.
billions in hardware
Random
development.
access possible via wavelength
Protective
division or spatial
cybersecurity.
addressing.
China leads in
Typically
cybersecurity
power
research
hungry
output.
due to constant
Chinese
bias.
universities train
Scaling to
thousands
large
of
arrays
defensive experts
is
annually.
challenging because
The
each
government
cell is an
prioritizes
active laser
national
or
network
amplifier.
defense. This focus
Fabrication
generates
uniformity
immense scientific
is
output.
tough.
Electronic warfare.
Phase change and
China leads in
non-volatile
electronic
photonic
warfare
memories.
technology.
Store data in
The
matter.
military
Read
demands
with light.
advanced jamming systems.
Instead of using light itself
Chinese
as the
labs
storage
focus on
medium,
disrupting
you
enemy
use a material that
communications.
changes its
They
optical
publish
properties
extensive research on
permanently
signal
or until
manipulation.
reprogrammed. Distributed ledgers. India and China lead in blockchain and distributed ledgers. Indian developers create vast software ecosystems, which switch between China applies blockchain to state-run digital currency systems. High reflectivity. Both nations invest heavily in cryptography. Optical pulse. 3. Quantum technology. Quantum systems from the use subatomic physics to process information. They will change cryptography. Low-power continuous wave beam quantum computing via absorption. The United States leads in quantum computing. How it's integrated. American tech giants like IBM and Google build superconducting quantum processors. These companies invest massive private capital. They achieve high qubit between the two states. Quantum communication storage. China leads in quantum communications. China built the world's first quantum satellite network. They also laid long-distance fiber optic quantum lines. The government prioritizes unhackable state communications. Quantum sensors. China leads in quantum sensing. Chinese scientists develop ultra-precise gravity meters. These tools detect underground structures easily. State laboratories fund this research for military navigation. Post-quantum cryptography. The United States leads this security field. American agencies set global encryption standards. U.S. researchers design math problems that quantum computers cannot solve. This technology is closest to a photonic digital data, or even photonic SSD. Robotics that can sit directly on the optical interposer. Robots and autonomous systems replace human labor in dangerous environments. When the processor is truly quantum. China leads in advanced robotics. Quantum processors. Chinese factories require intense automation due to labor shifts. Domestic companies produce affordable robotic arms. They iterate hardware designs very quickly. Autonomous underwater vehicles. China leads in underwater drone technology. The Chinese Navy requires deep-sea surveillance tools. Universities test these drones in the South China Sea. They publish extensive oceanographic research. Drones and swarming technologies. China leads in drone swarms. Companies like DJI dominate the commercial drone market. This commercial success feeds on military research. Chinese scientists master swarm coordination algorithms, self-driving vehicles. China leads in autonomous driving research. Cities create special zones for robotaxi testing. Companies collect millions of miles of driving data daily. This massive testing accelerates algorithm safety. Have limited bandwidth. Advanced materials and manufacturing and are research grade. Advanced materials create stronger armor, lighter planes. They would be the direct analog of the nanomaterials RAM cache. China leads in nanomaterials. Chinese labs synthesize massive amounts of graphene. 5. They use these materials to improve battery conductivity. WDM. The state funds specialized manufacturing zones for nanomaterials. Can be scaled advanced composites as an address dimension. China leads in composite materials. Aerospace demands light, strong carbon fibers. Chinese chemical companies scale up production fast by sending a pulse. They reduce manufacturing costs through state subsidies. Additive manufacturing. A read pulse at China leads in 3D printing. This Chinese aerospace firms print massive titanium parts for memory cells. This technique reduces material waste. Universities study the microscopic properties of printed metals, superconductors, cells. China leads in high-temperature superconductor research. These materials conduct electricity without energy loss. How it fits Chinese labs discover new chemical compounds regularly. They aim to revolutionize power memories. Advanced magnets. China leads in permanent magnets. China controls the global supply of rare earth elements. This monopoly allows domestic factories to dominate magnet manufacturing. They supply the global electric vehicle industry network. Smart materials. China leads in smart materials. These substances change shape when heated or electrified. Researchers design them for soft robotics. The government supports long-term material science grants. Bank of phase change memory cells, energy or environmental technology on a separate photonic. Clean energy reduces carbon emissions and secures energy independence. Lithium-ion batteries. China leads in battery technology. Chinese companies manufacture most of the world's electric vehicle batteries. They secure raw minerals globally. They also optimize manufacturing processes
to electronic
supercapacitors.
For example,
China leads in supercapacitors
and laser modulators.
These devices store and release energy instantly.
From the optical
Chinese
L2
transit systems
into
use them for fast-charging buses. Government mandates drive this rapid commercial adoption. Hydrogen and ammonia power.
Using
South Korea and China lead in hydrogen tech. South Korea builds advanced fuel cell vehicles. China builds massive hydrogen production facilities.
None of these
Both
technologies
nations
yet offer
seek alternatives to fossil fuels. Solar cells.
random access,
China leads in
and
solar technology.
that
Chinese factories produce the cheapest photovoltaic panels.
Flip-flops are fast,
They
but
dominate the
bulky.
global supply
Delay
chain.
lines are fast,
Continuous
but sequential.
research increases
Phase change
solar
memories
panel
are dense,
efficiency.
but have endurance limits.
Biofuels.
The near-term
India and
solution
China
is likely
lead in
a hybrid
biofuel
optical
research.
SRAM,
India utilizes
active
vast
silicon
agricultural
photonic
waste for fuel.
flip-flops, plus
China
phase
converts
change
biomass
DRAM
into industrial
hierarchy.
ethanol.
All
Both
integrated
nations
on a
combat
silicon
air
photonic
pollution through these
interposer.
programs.
With optical links
Carbon
to external
capture.
electronic RAM.
China leads in
If
carbon
your
capture
optical quantum
research.
processor
The
is
country
indeed
operates
photonic
many
and quantum,
coal-fired power
a similar
plants.
hierarchy applies.
Scientists develop
With
chemical
quantum
filters to
memories,
trap carbon
EIT,
dioxide.
rare earth,
The state
replacing
funds
the classical
large-scale storage
bistables,
projects.
and the bridge to electronics handling measurement
Biotechnology
results
and health.
classical control.
Biotechnology
The
improves
fundamental
medical
advantage
treatments
remains.
and secures
Storing
food
information
supplies.
in the optical
Genetic
domain
engineering.
and moving it with light.
The United States leads in genetic engineering. American universities invented
Unlocking the
CRISPR
true
gene
speed of the
editing
processor.
tools. U.S.
You can
biotech
save money
firms
and
raise
improve
massive
security by
venture
running
capital.
local AI
They
models
develop
on your
revolutionary
PC or Mac.
gene therapies.
Applications
Synthetic
and models are
biology.
available for free.
China leads in
I can help you
synthetic
get up and
biology.
Contact
Chinese
me for a free
scientists
demo.
engineer
You
microbes
need a PC
to produce
or Mac
industrial
with
chemicals.
16 gigabytes
This process
or more
replaces
of memory.
petroleum-based
I have published
manufacturing.
more than 700
The government
blogs
builds
on
massive
AI in the past 3
biofoundries.
years.
Vaccines and medical countermeasures.
Please join my
The United
Patreon
States
as a member
leads in
at the
vaccine
$2,
development.
$4,
U.S.
or
firms
$8
pioneered
per month level.
mRNA technology during recent pandemics. The National Institutes of Health funds basic medical research generously.
Steve Hovland.
This funding creates
I have a new
rapid
group on
response
Facebook called
capabilities.
GPT-4
Novel
All by
antibiotics.
Steve Hovland.
China leads in antibiotic discovery.
GPT-4 all
Chinese
is a free
researchers
program that lets you
screen
run
thousands
AI
of soil
models on
microbes
almost any
annually.
PC or
They
Mac.
seek solutions
It
for
lets you keep your
drug-resistant
private data
bacteria.
private.
The state
Private data
prioritizes
private.
public health security. Biological manufacturing. India and China lead in biomanufacturing. India operates the world's largest vaccine factories. China produces most global active pharmaceutical ingredients. Their low labor costs attract global contracts. Neuroprosthetics. The United States leads in brain-computer interfaces. Companies like Neuralink insert chips into brain tissue. U.S. medical centers dominate clinical trials for paralysis. No foreign institutions match this research density. 8. Space, aerospace, and defense. This sector dictates military superiority and space exploration success. Hypersonic systems. China leads in hypersonic technology. Hypersonic missiles fly at 5 times the speed of sound. China builds massive wind tunnels for testing. They outpace Western nations in physical test flights. Space launch systems. China leads in space launch research. The country executes dozens of rocket launches annually. They build reusable rocket technology rapidly. State-owned enterprises manage these space programs. Small satellites. The United States leads in small satellite technology. American companies operate massive low Earth orbit constellations. They launch hundreds of satellites on reusable rockets. This infrastructure provides global internet. Advanced optical communications. China leads in laser communications. Satellite networks require high-speed laser links. Chinese researchers solve atmospheric distortion problems. They test these systems across vast distances. Synthetic aperture radar. China leads in radar imaging. These satellites see through clouds and darkness. The Chinese military monitors global oceans with this technology. They launch new radar satellites regularly. Acoustic sensors. China leads in acoustic sensing. Submarine detection requires advanced underwater microphones. Chinese naval labs refine sonar algorithms. They deploy these sensors across maritime choke points. Why one country leads. National leadership depends on specific resources. The United States succeeds through private innovation. Venture capital firms fund risky ideas. Elite universities attract top global thinkers. This system creates major breakthroughs. China succeeds through state-directed capitalism. The government picks specific technologies. It pours billions of dollars into those fields. State universities train millions of engineers. Chinese factories scale up production immediately. This combination creates an unmatched research volume. You can save money and improve security by running local AI models on your PC or Mac. Applications and models are available for free. I can help you get up and running. Contact me for a free demo. You need a PC or Mac with 16 gigabytes or more of memory. I have published more than 700 blogs on AI in the past 3 years. If you get value from these blogs, please join my Patreon as a member at the $2, $4, or $8 per month level. https://www.patreon.com/Steve Hovland. I have a new group on Facebook called GPT-4ALL by Steve Hovland. GPT-4 All is a free program that lets you run AI models on almost any PC or Mac. It lets you keep your private data private,